Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. Looking at San Antonio, they want to turn it around after the loss to Portland. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Oh, and the jam by Drummond.
And look at Drummond, capable of rising up and dropping an absolute hammer.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Pass to Maxey. Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
And moving George around the floor keeps the defense guessing.
And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
And he may be in his 30s, but Paul George still has got a lot of bounce.
Ring shot on the way. Ball outside. No good on the 3. Now the 76ers with it. Left side, Maxey. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Paul with the ball. Maxey covering. Poked away. And now Philadelphia on the break.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 4. Pass to Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. Clock at 6. Paul, no one around him. Good on the triple.
And look at Paul's focus. He is completely locked in on his shot.
Out to the right wing. Here's McCain. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Wembanyama high post. Over in the corner, Barnes. With the shot. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
In transition, here comes San Antonio. Paul for 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's foul number 2 for him.
Coming up to the floor for your Sixers, number 7.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. The drive by Paul. It's stolen. And now Philadelphia on the break. Bucket is good.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
Now here's Paul. Stats on him. He's averaging 9 points a game. Rebound Andre Drummond. The 76ers leading by 3 to the left side wing. Here's McCain. To the wing on the left. A 3 ball. They get it back. Drummond. And the rejection by Wembanyama. George, no good.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
pass to Paul. Barnes outside. 6 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the triple. Barnes has got 5 now.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Coach, only 2 players have led the NBA in blocks as a rookie. Manute Bol and our favorite Victor Wembanyama.
Well, Kevin, Wembanyama is already special defensively, not only as a shot blocker, but the amount of ground that he can cover to affect shots. And there are people around the league that believe that he can become the best defender of all time.
All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against a guy that good.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. And once again, Coach, this storied San Antonio franchise is on the upswing.
It sure is, Kevin. Look, they've got a Hall of Fame coach and a potential Hall of Fame centerpiece to build a team around. They've got great talent evaluators in the front office. You can't ask for a better recipe for success.
Here's George. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Fires for 3. And George is good for 3. George has got 7.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And the Spurs making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Sohan with the ball. And Gordon over to help. Here's Castle. 5 to shoot. There's the triple. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That's a confident shot right there by the rookie. Castle wants to keep improving that part of his game.
The shot by George, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. So it's San Antonio now. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Now, Sohan. Pass to Champagny. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Stolen by Gordon. Here's George. Second chance shot. Here's Bona. Back to George. The 3. Rebound by Sohan.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And that one's good. Mamu Kalashvili. And the Spurs lead by 7.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Outside, George. And it's George again missing.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
They get the rebound. Pass to Champagny. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. The 76ers shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season. And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Bona. Back to George. Fires the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Philadelphia. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Spurs lead by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
23.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Now, here's Maxey. He has yet to score. And it's Drummond missing. And stolen by Maxey. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, that's a big body to mess with. Drummond's a handful.
It's his first trip to the line. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think you're his peer.
Not in any way.
Some changes here for the Spurs. Spurs leading by 4. Pass to Vassell. Back to Paul. Inside. Here's Barnes. The rebound by Yabusele. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Over to the wing. And Barnes sends it back. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Here's McCain. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Shot clock at 3. Yabusele. Good D by Barnes. Johnson, that's for 2. Off the left rim and out.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
A nice shot by McCain.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Pumps it up for Wembanyama. And stolen by Maxey. Oubre, good. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Here's Maxey. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Tipped away. Outside for Wembanyama. To stop the run. Wembanyama, what a high release on the 3.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Spurs ball.
And it's the Spurs ball. And here is Paul. Wembanyama outside. Kicks it out to Paul. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Pass to Johnson. Here's Wembanyama. Defended by Drummond. Step back shot. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Yabusele. Knocked away. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Paul with the ball. Outside for Wembanyama. Wembanyama deadly inside.
Assist from.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Oubre outside. Another miss by Philadelphia. San Antonio leading. Vassell left side. Again, the Spurs good for 2. Here's Maxey. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. And they, oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And what a finish by Maxey with that contact. That took a lot of guts.
The free throw off from Maxey. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
The Spurs making a switch here. Barnes hits them both. Here's George. He's got 13. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Spurs substitution.
Now George. They set the pick. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
To the left wing. Here's Castle. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Drills it from outside. Champagne's got 6.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Outside, George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And what I love about Paul George, the production year after year after year. And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Spurs making a switch here.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Pass to Castle. Beyond the arc. And it's Bona with the rebound.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for him that time.
And we know George can score from all 3 levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
Wow. I love it, though, D.A. I got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Here they come. Lights on the clock for your 76ers ENT.
So it's San Antonio now. 3-point lead. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
2nd personal foul. 4th team foul.
Here's Castle. Takes a 3.
And after that solid opening quarter, you can see now he is definitely starting to cool off.
Here's McCain. Comes up empty down low. San Antonio leading by 3. Pass to Castle. Here's Champagnie. It's stolen by Lowry. It's picked off. To the inside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Sixers ball.
And here are the 76ers now. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
The size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
San Antonio with the ball. Paul George unable to get his shot to go.
Oh, flexing his muscles there. Sohan focused enough to get the initial bucket to fall.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Such an interesting player, isn't he, Coach Jeremy Sohan? He played a lot of point guard during his 2nd season.
Yeah, Kevin, the Spurs experimented with Sohan at the 1. It was a bit unconventional. They went away from it later in the year. But that experience as a point guard will continue to help his playmaking ability as his career progresses.
Right wing. .40 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Castle. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
Here's McCain. He's got 9. And here's George for 3. Hands it from downtown. George has got 22.
He's already got 9 points from three-point range. They need to pay attention to him wherever he is.
Castle. And he dunks it down.
You like how Castle plays at his pace and celebrating when he wants to.
And here they come. Here's Sohan. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs out in front, leading by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. George with the ball. Headed now by Barnes. McCain's shot is off. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 5-point game. Shoots the 3. Trains the three-pointer. Paul's got the first points of the second half here for the Spurs.
Didn't take long for Paul to square his body up on that catch and shoot. So skilled.
In the corner, it's Oubre. Misses the 3. Spurs leading by 8. Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a big man who moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
Drummond the screen. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. Chris Paul picks up that one.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
The 76ers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Free throw no good for Drummond. Dan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think, number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort. You're not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again. And then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Here's Oubre following the basket by Chris Paul.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Johnson right side. Vassell outside. Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And it's Oubre off the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. Oubre's got his second basket of the night.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Now here's Paul. 8 points for him. Here's Wembanyama. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Paul surveying the floor. A new 14-second shot clock for San Antonio. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. The 76ers trail by 10. Outside, Maxey. Here's Yabusele. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Castle. The tray. Traps in the tray. Castle's got 10 points in the game.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
Here's McCain. He's got 9. Kept alive. Here's Drummond. Collins with some nice D. Spurs leading by 11. Driving inside. Pass to Castle. The kick out to Barnes. And stolen by Maxey. Looking to get back on track here. And he lays it up and in. 8 points for him.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Castle. 10 points for him. Barnes outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Castle. Collins trying to break free. And the basket by Castle.
Assisted by
Castle's got 5 points in the quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And the rejection by Collins. And finished off by Collins.
assisted.
And how about the vision from Castle, spotting that opening and making the pass on time.
Out to the wing. A nice shot by McCain.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
San Antonio leading by 10. It's good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Pass to McCain. From the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
Jeremy Sohan, an emphatic 2 points.
Maxey with it. He's picked up by Collins. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That will be foul number 5 on him. Sohan with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Castle. Edge Bona with the rebound. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 11. Misses from short range.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
Here's Sohan. Pass to Castle.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
From outside the arc. Edge Bona with the rebound. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
The 76ers trailed by 11. Kicks it out to Gordon. Back to Maxey. to the paint. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Bona. Oubre, no one around him. The 76ers with another miss. Spurs leading by 11. Zohan with the ball. Now defended by Oubre. Castle. Oubre pulls it in.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Here's Yabusele. From deep. And the rejection by Collins. And the dunk by Zohan.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Maxey. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Substitution on the court.
44 seconds left to play in the third. And stolen by Vassell. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Down low to end the cold streak.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And it's Gordon missing. Now here's Jones. Two on the clock. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Spurs lead by 11. Live from Philadelphia.
The Spurs, 68.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Spurs leading by 11. Paul outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Lowry with the ball. And here's George. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Wembanyama down low. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs. Pass to Bona. And stolen by Vassell. Paul outside. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Spurs.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And they've also made a point to protect the rim tonight. All game long, they've been challenging or blocking shots.
It's stolen by Lowry. And it's Mamu Kalashvili with the rebound. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Spurs. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Lowry's shot is good. Lowry's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, Lowry uses a mix of speed and excellent court awareness to finish the fast break off successfully.
Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Ball outside. Just 5 to shoot. Spurs passing it around. It's a big high bounce and goes in. And the Spurs lead by 16.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
Now, Wembanyama. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
It's really been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. The Spurs making a switch here.
76ers, ENT everybody. Get loud for that one once again.
The 76ers trail by 16. Outside, George. The 76ers again can't hit it.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Swiped away. Here's Maxey. That's tipped.
And Vassell there using that 6'10 wingspan to his advantage. He is an impactful defender.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline. Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And the 76ers making a change here. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Wembanyama. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Well, Greg, they're looking to make some big stops here to halt this rally.
And luckily, time is on their side, but this is on them. They need to play smart here.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on. And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
It's stolen by Lowry. 4-on-3 break. Here's George. Good defense by Wembanyama.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
Rebound by Kyle Lowry.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
For three, Oubre connects from three-point range.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Barnes looking around. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Pass to George. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Sixers ball. Spurs substitution. Number 3.
On the wing, George. Here's the three. Headshot off.
Well, after draining 3 triples in the first half, he doesn't have any in the second half. I know he's disappointed, but he needs to remain aggressive.
Coming up to the floor here, Sixers.
And stolen by Drummond. Here's McCain. And the three off target. Vassell outside. Wembanyama outside. Back to Vassell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pushing it up. Pass to McCain. It's deflected. And stolen by Vassell. Paul with the three. Got a piece of it.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
The focus and confidence Lowry has, realizing when to rise up and catch the D off guard.
Here's Vassell. Kicks it out to Paul. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Shot clock at 5. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He has decided it's the right time to talk. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys. During the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. Now, he asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Paul for three. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The 76ers trailed by 11. George with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. Pass to George. From downtown. Walker with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Sohan with the screen. Another steal. 3-on-3. Here's George. Outside for Lowry. Back to George. And Lowry has it in the corner. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Lowry can be dangerous from deep. The defense has to guard him better than this.
76ers foul. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Coming up to the floor here.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's McCain. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
Kicks it out to Paul. In the corner, Sohan with it. He takes it in. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Well, you can't be undisciplined guarding Sohan because he sometimes baits you into fouling.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Fate looking very thin now, Greg, with very few ticks of the clock remaining.
They'll need something special to happen, and it needs to happen fast.
And so they foul intentionally.
That's his second personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for San Antonio.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
And so it's the Spurs with the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.